Imagine a world where kindness is king, where every conversation feels like a warm hug, and where a person believes in the goodness of you. Welcome to the legacy of Fred Rogers, who takes the center stage in today's diary entry. So, let's explore how we can embrace and grow through his timeless wisdom. Fred Rogers was an American television host of an iconic children's program called Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. But unlike other shows that focused on cognitive skills and simple entertainment, Fred crafted a space solely dedicated to addressing children's emotional and psychological needs. Over its 30-year run, the show tackled profound topics such as grief, divorce, racism, self doubt, fear of war, and even death. Collaborating with esteemed child psychologist Margaret McFarland, Fred Rogers thoughtfully designed each and every single episode. With his soothing voice and deep empathy, he invited children to slow down and explore complex emotions to navigate life's challenges. But why did Fred Rogers choose this path instead of pursuing flashy content which guaranteed higher ratings? When every television program focused on bombarding the viewers with rapid images, Fred Rogers purposefully slowed everything down because he knew the transformative power of a well-nurtured formative years in a child. He recognized that early childhood experiences significantly shape a person's sense of identity, values, and future relationships. His ultimate goal was to inspire children to grow into confident, sympathetic young adults who would carry forward these values into future generations. So, how did he do it? Every detail of the show was carefully designed with hidden symbolism aimed at connecting deeply with the viewers on not just the conscious but also subconscious level. Fred Rogers brought his vision to life by combining a real-world setting with model neighborhood crafted out of wood and papier-mâché, where Rogers took the main stage along with several puppets. Each episode began with a bird's-eye view of the model neighborhood, zooming into a specific house suggesting that it was Fred's house. As the scene transitioned indoors, a traffic light flashing yellow appeared in the living room. This detail carried a powerful message. The yellow traffic light was a gentle reminder for the viewers, young and old, to slow down and just be present. For Fred, slowing down was essential as it created the space for reflection and meaningful thought. Fred would then enter, singing his signature welcome song while changing into his cozy red cardigan and sneakers. This routine repeated every single episode and fostered a familiarity and comfort with the viewer, which in turn created a sense of security. As the show unfolded, Fred would explore the day's topic with the help of the puppets and other make-believe entities. Here's the big question. Why does it matter to us? Why should we care about child psychology? Think about this. So many of us are still battling habits, fears, and insecurities rooted in our childhood. We chase success, we chase happiness, but somehow it always feels just out of reach because we are eternally hungry for more. But Fred knew the secret. By nurturing the individual's emotional and psychological development, he was giving them tools to live richer, more meaningful lives, starting from within. He didn't just treat the symptoms, he addressed the root cause. Okay, let's make this real. What can we learn from Fred Rogers and his show? Number 1, embrace your feelings and create a safe space. Fred believed that all emotions are valid and manageable. He encouraged the viewers to express their feelings openly and find constructive ways to deal with them. So, one simple way you can practice this is by keeping a journal, be it digital or a physical book. Treat it as your sacred space to unburden your thoughts honestly. But remember, this journal is just for your eyes and not to be exhibited to anyone else, because this will ensure that you can be completely honest in there with no risk of external judgment. Number 2, value yourself. Fred often repeated his most iconic phrase, "I like you just the way you are." This was to constantly remind the viewers of their inherent worth and uniqueness. But in today's fast-paced world, we often forget to take care of our inner child. But remedying that can be as simple as setting aside 1 hour a week for yourself. 1 hour to do something playful, something nostalgic, something simple. For example, maybe you could grab your favorite childhood comic book, find a cozy little corner, and just forget the world and get lost in your own inner world of imagination. Start small and grow big. Now, the third key takeaway is kindness and empathy. Fred emphasized that kindness is a strength, not a weakness. And yet, in a society driven by material value, it's easy to lose sight of our natural compassion. A simple act like buying a meal for someone might just reignite that sense of humanity within all of us. Number 4, be true to yourself. Despite innumerable requests, Rogers consistently refused to commercialize the puppets featured on his show, insisting on how that would change focus from the messages of kindness and empathy to one of consumerism. By not selling the puppets, he gave up a tremendous amount of monetary gain. But he also preserved the puppets' role as symbols of imagination and emotional growth rather than a commercial product to be bought. And this ultimately shifted the drive of self-growth back onto the viewers themselves rather than an external being. In the same way, we would have to learn how to be brutally honest to ourselves in order to truly bring about a positive change within us. Now, the fifth key takeaway would be community and belonging. Rogers highlighted the significance of good neighbors and a sense of belonging in a community. While our environments have continuously changed and will continue to do so, the essence behind these words remain eternal. It means finding the people who are truly healthy for your inner peace and creating a sense of companionship and love within ourselves, which is vital for our own growth. Number 6, encouraging imagination and slowing down. Through the land of make-believe, Fred highlighted the transformative power of imagination. In today's world, creativity is often undervalued if it doesn't generate monetary gain, leading to psychological harm. Yet, creativity is fundamental to our self-expression and individuality. Perhaps a simple step to remedy this could just begin with us taking a few moments each day to reflect and nurture our thoughts, even if this means taking a short 15-minute break just to have a cup of tea while we watch the clouds pass us over. Number 7 is philosophy. Fred rooted himself in his personal values, which he derived from his faith. A little known fact is that Fred Rogers was an ordained Presbyterian minister, and his favorite quote was from St. Francis of Assisi, which read, "Preach the gospel at all times. When necessary, use words." And Fred truly lived these words. While he used human psychology, music, and television to entertain, Fred was truly using them to spread the message and preach the love and oneness he had resonated with in Christ's teaching. Yet, he beautifully kept the show secular and universal, not allowing any fundamental thinking to steal the real value of the show, which was always about the message. So, dive deep into your own faith and find your own values. Find the purest and the most expansive versions of them which truly resonate with you, and allow these values to drive your actions, as these will assure a self-fulfillment which only comes when you are authentic to yourself. Alright, we've come to the end of another diary entry. Fred Rogers didn't just entertain, he nurtured. And in our time, where social media is being used to disrupt our psyche, let's challenge ourselves to see if we can't follow in Fred's footsteps and use it instead for our own growth. Until we meet again for another transformative video, I leave you with Fred Rogers' most iconic and sincere words. There's no person in the whole world like you, and I like you just the way you are.